Hey, what's up, guys? Me with another video. There's been a lot going on, a lot of school stuff, so sorry about the weird upload schedule, or the lack thereof an upload schedule. I was wondering the last couple of days as I was working on finals, and really wondering about, because remember before I was talking a lot about drawing, and just the process of drawing, and just why you should be drawing. It's important to draw for a couple of reasons. It's just kind of start off with that because when I was young, I always wanted to be a comic book artist. I always dreamed of being some amazing artist that drew incredible scenes that be memorable throughout people's entire lives. And now, when I was probably about, a kid, I didn't really think about that so much as I just wanted to draw cool pictures. Now, before, as I said earlier, it was like I wanted to draw these amazing, memorable pieces, but now as an adult, I'm like, that'd be super cool. But back then, it really was just drawing pictures. I have to kind of demystify what I thought I was, trying to do as like I was trying to be some amazing artist, but in reality, I just wanted to draw cool pictures, and I thought being a comic artist would be an awesome job. As I got older, over time, I stopped drawing. Since probably middle school till probably maybe a year and a half ago, I really stopped seriously drawing. And I think the reason for that was I didn't feel like I would ever be good enough at it to really do it professionally. And when I had the opportunity in college to take drawing lessons, or not drawing lessons, to take drawing classes, I said, you know what, why not? Let's give it a shot. Let's really try to do it. Let's really see if I can learn enough to maybe do this on a somewhat marketable level. So I went ahead, I took fundamentals of art, and then I took drawing 1, and then I took drawing 2. And what I learned about myself in the process is that when I was drawing before, I was always very impatient. I always tried to sit down and do an entire drawing in one sitting. But what I realized over time is some of the best pieces, even from artists that I respect, from like the fan art community to the comic book community to like any community of artists that draw incredibly detail oriented and incredibly well developed work, was that it takes them a long time to do this. Now subconsciously I knew that, but it wasn't until I took my most recent drawing class in college I was like, wow, it takes a long time to draw incredibly cool pictures. 30 hours plus in some cases. Now there's some artists that are really fast, but a lot of times they've broken down their style in a very formulaic way that gets incredible results, but at the same time they kind of know what they're doing, so much so that, or they have a template for how they approach whether they're doing figure drawing or landscape drawing or whatever type of art they're trying to do. There's like a template in their mind for how they're going to approach it. So I do think that it's important to have that if you're like a professional artist and you have to be able to visualize what you have to draw and then draw it very quickly. But for me, I think it's important to kind of let the work kind of move. I mean, have an outline in your mind, but don't be so enslaved to it that you can't explore outside of that. And I think it's important to kind of not be afraid to explore, even if you're doing something like a landscape. And I think that's really important for me. Now, one of the things I said earlier was I don't have a whole lot of drawing experience because I drew a little bit when I was a kid, and I just started drawing a lot the last year and a half. And what I said before was developing work. When I first took my classes, I was extremely impatient. I was always trying to finish stuff like in one sitting. And over the course of the last year and a half of taking art class in college, I learned that you have to not do that. You have to sit down and just develop the work and let it kind of speak to you, and unless, I don't know if you call it more metaphysical type of way, but more in the sense that you're going to go out there and you're going to draw a picture that's going to represent something. It's going to have narrative, it's going to have feel, it's going to have a strong vibe behind it. Because I think that even when you're subconsciously drawing, every drawing says something about you, so it's important to let it talk. Just don't let it be like even if it has great perspective, what is it saying? And every piece of art has that, every drawing has that. So, I think that it's extremely important. I think that everybody, even if you can only draw stick people, I think it is extremely important for you to just draw. even if that's all you can do. There's so many incredible books on drawing, from basic shapes to intricate character design to landscaping. I'm a big fan. I love landscaping stuff so much. I think a dream of mine right now would be if I ever became a professional illustrator to do or artist to do concept art for video games or do landscapes in video games. That'd be a really cool job. As even now at my current skill level, I have to keep practicing because I would like to do that at least once, at least be part of one project, and do some environment stuff, because I really like landscaping a lot. And I have to, but at the same time, I have to develop other skill sets. Like I have to develop my ability to draw people. So you'll see a little more of that on the channel, or see my failed attempts at drawing people. So it's like everything, you have to practice. I think that the core of learning how to draw, you have to practice. And I think that you really will do yourself a disservice if you believe that you're just going to pick up a stack of books and a pencil and a sketchbook, and just like by the end of the month or the 2 month or the 3 month period that you've been binge drawing, that you'll automatically be professional. It takes a long time to get good. It does, and your mileage will vary. But the most important thing is to start. Even beyond the aspect of practicing, if you don't ever start, you'll never be able to be good enough to do it, because you never started doing it in the first place. So I encourage all of you just to draw. Why you should draw is because you can express everything internally. When I do photography, or if I do film or video, all of that is expression. But I really connected a lot with drawing, because all of the crazy ideas that I have, I can now, over time, and of course as your skills develop, you can get more closer to what you want it to be, will begin to become more visualized and more realized, because these are ideas that came 100% from you. And of course there's the other things you do to develop, like drawing from life, which is extremely important. I can't emphasize the importance completely enough about drawing from life. Even if you just take a water bottle and maybe a ball cap and put it with some lighting, draw that. You have to draw what you see to kind of build up that visual library. Don't be afraid to do that. I think there's a balance between drawing from life and conceptual drawing, which is drawing completely from your mind. But drawing from life is an extremely important thing that every artist should be very, very focused on doing in your practice schedule. But back to the other thing I was talking about earlier, was you have to start. I know this sounds like these artistic rambling, but to a degree it kind of is. I mean, I'm very excited about this because I've gained a new set of tools for self-expression, and that's a very exciting prospect. Even if you can get discouraged, about your drawing because it's not progressing the way you want to, you have to keep practicing. You have to keep developing. You have to tell yourself, I will be where I want to be someday, but I have to take it page by page, drawing by drawing. But anyway, that's enough rambling from me. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, got a little insight about me, and got a little encouragement to start getting out there and drawing. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.